Rock's success has made the subject of terrorism a force to reckon with at the box office one more time. Who can forget Mani Ratnam's Dil Se? And when we're talking about Dil Se, how can we not mention Manisha Koirala? She was a jury member at the film festival in Ahmedabad recently, and we caught up with her for a quick chat to lay some rumors to rest. So is Manisha really a part of Mani Ratnam's next project, Ravana?
No. That's the news. I wish that was something true about me.
So you're not doing Ravana?
No. I wish it was true. No, it was. Unfortunately, it's not.
Manisha, gorgeous you've always been, but I see a much trimmer, slimmer Manisha Koirala.
Well, I don't know about gorgeous right now because I'm exhausted and tired and been watching movies. Well, thank you for the compliment.
So you're here as a jury. How has your experience been these past 2 days?
Excellent. And we've been watching short films, and there's so many short films we're watching, so slightly I'm right now, but yeah, it's been great watching and seeing films from different perspective, because I've always seen films as a viewer or as a cinema lover, but to see film from a jury perspective is totally different. I didn't realize that.
Ram Gopal Verma's Company was your last big film. I mean, after that you've done films, but not the same number, not the same stature that we're usually used to seeing you in. Why is that?
Well, you know, everything that you do reflects what you feel inside. And for me, because I worked in so many movies for so many years, I was getting a little detached from the whole process of acting and being part of the cinema and stuff like that. And I was enjoying more watching a film than being acting in it. Yeah. But I did a film last year with Deepthi as a director, and and I really enjoyed that, working with her. So what I'm looking forward for is working with people who are like-minded, who like similar kind of cinema. I would love to act. Otherwise, I'm happier being a viewer, I'm happier being a jury member and stuff like that.
Last question, what's happening on the personal front? Wedding on the cards?
No. Again, that's very nice and wishful thinking, but I'm happy. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, if she's happy, then we're happy to give the matter of marriage a rest. Manisha was in Ahmedabad for the Ahmedabad International Film Festival that was held in the city last weekend. It was a huge cinematic event and intends to give the Cannes Film Festival some serious competition in world cinema soon.
Benjamin Disraeli once said, "When I want to read a good novel, I write one." Thinking along the same lines was Sheel Aditya Bora, a 26-year-old postgraduate of communication with a desire to watch some good cinema. The result? Ahmedabad's first international film festival with a lineup of over 200 films from 29 countries. So spearheaded by a young team, the International Film Festival, Ahmedabad's first, kicked off in the last weekend of June to packed halls with noted personalities from the film and theatre world in full attendance.
So we did a competitive short film festival last year called Full Mark Short Fest, and we got a tremendous response of 189 films from 18 countries, and out of which 63 were international entries. So this year we decided to upgrade it to Ahmedabad International Film Festival, because every world city has a film festival of its own. So Ahmedabad is on the threshold of becoming a world city.
Mostly festivals are preaching to the already converted, so in a town which has another kind of reputation, which in their film festival also kind of comes as some kind of a solace or a kind of comfort for people in Ahmedabad who are unnecessarily being maligned.
I always like being part of events where things are starting anew, and this Ahmedabad International Film Festival this is their inaugural edition, as you might say, and I think it's a great initiative. It really takes courage, it really takes daring to attempt something like this in these times, because sponsorship is very difficult to find.
setting the tone of the festival was the award-winning French film Class.
Les élèves sont un petit peu difficiles, mais ils sont vraiment adorables, donc voilà.
The festival had an interesting lineup and the categories included short films from 7 countries, highlights from the Tampere Film Festival Finland, some of the best from Cannes, films on HIV awareness and children. There was also a special category on films from Gujarat. Great cinema aside, the festival was also the perfect meeting ground for filmmakers. Some veterans were also seen back in the circuit, like M.S. Satyu, the director of the critically acclaimed Garam Hawa.
Well, I am also screening a film. This time I have not based it on any political issue. It's much more a social kind of subject, and it's again it's a value kind of systems. How you modernity or contemporary attitude, and on the other side a very ritualistic thing which happens, and it's a confrontation between the two, and that's why it is called incompatible.
The features category saw some promising first-timers. Making a stir and with his very first venture, Harish Chandra Chi Factory, was Paresh Mukashi.
It's the first film made on Dada Saheb Phalke, and the subject is how he made India's first feature film.
I see.
The adventure in the making of India's first feature film.
Tell me, you're a first-time filmmaker. How important is a festival like this for you?
It is very important because this has become a means to reach people. Otherwise, this kind of a small film, if we can call it a small film, a different subject film, it was very difficult to reach out to people, to get their response and then spread your film accordingly. But now, because of these festivals these days, it is helping us a lot.
Following the footsteps of other well-known festivals such as the Cannes and the Tampere, the Ahmedabad Film Festival too had an open market for short films called the Independent Film Bazaar.
When we started, of course, people really didn't even know what short films meant. So we had to kind of literally go out, tell people what short films were all about. And today I think you have such lovely festivals that are dedicated, or should I say, have created a space for the short film corner.
This is sort of a wet sampling, you can say. You know, you get to meet the filmmaker, you get to gauge the audience response, you watch the film in the theatre. It's a very not foolproof, but you know, it's one of the best indicators to, you know, get the pulse of a film.
It's very important. It's very important because I spent a lot of money on the film, and it was only me who was producing it. So yeah, you really don't see the returns, or you know, as far as feature films are concerned, you have the box office. It can, you know, get your money back. But unlike feature films, short films are you know, a one-way money. You put your money in it, and there's no guarantee that you'll get it back.
Perhaps since it was a young film festival organized by a team of young entrepreneurs, the young population of the city was out in full support.
I'm glad because Ahmedabad really doesn't have a film culture, and all that we get out here is the Bollywood masala movies, and we as an audience surely want to see films from Marathi films or regional films or international films for that matter. And I think Ahmedabad International Film Festival has given us it all.
I'm really excited to see something like this happen in Ahmedabad. I'm here visiting family from the US, and I just think it's great that world cinema is coming to India, and especially in a place like Ahmedabad.
Okay, by 2012 we want to evolve as the finest film festival of India, or maybe Southeast Asia. And so we always, in our team, we always say that yes, Goa IFI and Ocean Cinefa now have serious competition.
Coming up, Akshay Kumar and Sylvester Stallone trade blows on the show, while Sajid Khan plays referee.
What is your name? Mark, John, what's your name? Sylvester? How?